Various remote viewers, psychics and channelers have pointed to 2027 as a pivotal year in human history. The documented visions speak of dramatic changes, from apocalyptic disasters to breakthroughs in contact with otherworldly beings. Today we organize these prophetic insights into key themes, blending speculative intrigue with factual references in a cinematic, mysterious tone. You are watching The Drip System. Remote viewing predictions for 2027. Remote viewing teams, including those affiliated with former military programs, have conducted blind future targets focusing on the mid to late 2020s. The results are unsettling. Multiple viewers independently describe a global catastrophe unfolding around 2027. Notably, a private future forecasting group reported evidence of a deliberately engineered cataclysm between 2025 and 2030. Viewers saw a massive water displacement, a tsunami-like flooding, and controlled energy bursts from the ocean depths, suggesting advanced energy weapons triggering natural disasters. So not really natural. This event was not random. It appeared orchestrated by non-human entities who regard humans as a pest. In the data, these beings were described as the gardeners, supposedly planning a population reset for Earth. Elite preparations. The idea of a 2027 upheaval isn't confined to remote viewing alone. According to the pre-debrief commentary of one project, billionaires and insiders seem to be preparing. For instance, tech mogul Mark Zuckerberg has bought thousands of acres in Hawaii, ostensibly to build a bunker retreat, while ex-Pentagon UFO program director Luis Elizondo quietly relocated his family and constructed underground facilities. Even Robert Bigelow's institute hinted in research proposals that a catastrophic event is coming. Such moves, coupled with whispers in intelligence circles, fuel the belief that something big is coming in 2027. Staged disclosure scenario. Some remote viewers foresee a manipulated alien contact narrative around that time. There's talk that any UFO ET disclosure by 2027 might be orchestrated by a global cabal, introducing bad ETs as a part of a false flag to solidify control. In this view, genuine contact is overshadowed by a deceptive rollout engineered by elites. A plot twist worthy of science fiction, yet taken seriously by these practitioners. Remote viewers like Major Ed Dames have long warned of a civilization-altering event. Dames famously predicted a killshot, a series of deadly solar flares that would wreak havoc on Earth's power grids and populations. This image from NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory shows an intense solar flare erupting, a possible preview of the kind of event Dames prophesied. It's a reminder of how literal cosmic forces factor into these 2027 predictions. According to Dames' remote viewing data, a sequence of powerful solar flares will kill billions and dramatically change life on Earth. While Dames did not pin an exact date publicly, his warnings imply that the event is imminent. In our current timeline, mid-2020s have seen increased solar activity, lending an eerie plausibility to this scenario. In the lore of remote viewing, the killshot is expected to be preceded by specific markers, such as a space shuttle emergency and a nuclear incident in Korea, suggesting a final countdown to an extinction-level solar storm. Psychic and channeler predictions around 2027. It's not only remote viewers, psychics, futurists, and spiritual channelers likewise single out 2027 as a threshold year for humanity. Open contact with extraterrestrials. Perhaps the most hopeful prediction comes from Bashar, a channeled entity via medium Daryl Anka. Bashar has long spoken of an upcoming open contact between humans and extraterrestrials. In recent talks, he specifies a window around 2026 to 2027 for a game-changing UFO event. By the end of 2026 or early 2027, Bashar says, something will happen that unequivocally confirms that we are not alone in the universe, marking the beginning of open contact. This event is portrayed as pivotal, a chance for humanity to learn its true history and lost knowledge from our distant past. According to Bashar, this contact won't be a doom and gloom invasion, but the start of a new era, allowing us to know our true history, hidden for thousands of years. The tone here is almost uplifting, a turning point that elevates human consciousness, fulfilling a cosmic schedule. Echoing this, Bashar's teachings label 2027 as the turning point where humanity enters a faster evolutionary track. Channelers in the New Age community often mention that by 2027, the collective frequency will be high enough to meet ETs openly. It's described as a splitting prism effect, timelines diverging between those ready for higher contact and those who aren't. The result is a major shift in society, new technologies, new beliefs, and public disclosure of truths long kept secret. Human consciousness mutation. In spiritual circles, 2027 is also famous as the start of a new 400-year cycle in the human design system. The founder of human design, who claimed to channel this system, predicted that in 2027 the world exits a cycle of planning and community and enters the era of the sleeping phoenix. This entails the collapse of old institutions and the rise of individual empowerment. In practical terms, it means governments, economies, and social safety nets as we know them may crumble post-2027, forcing individuals to rely on intuitive spirit awareness over external authority. Proponents cite current turmoil as the death throes of the old cycle. The year 2027 itself is not seen as a doomsday, but as a point of no return after which the rules of civilization and consciousness markedly transform. Humanity's next evolutionary step, a spiritual mutation in our solar plexus chakra, is slated to unfold beginning that year. Ancient prophecies converging. Intriguingly, even centuries-old prophecies are interpreted to zero in on 2027. Some researchers point to Nostradamus, the 16th century seer, whose cryptic quatrains may allude to upheaval around this time. One interpretation of Nostradamus suggests that a pope named Leo will preside over the church in its final days, and that the world may end in 2027 during his reign. This theory gained traction when a recent pope, hypothetically Leo XIV in some accounts, was speculated to be the last, tying in with the medieval prophecy of Saint Malachi about the final pope. Nostradamus' verses speak of a great lion on the throne in the final age, who will preside over a world consumed by fire and flood, as the old faith crumbles into dust. The imagery of fire, flood, and quaking earth in his quatrain feels eerily aligned with the catastrophic visions remote viewers described. Mass floods, energy weapons, technology akin to fire from the sky. While far from certain, these overlapping interpretations lend a mythic weight to 2027, as if multiple streams of foresight, modern and ancient, meet at the same crossroads. Dystopian visions of the aftermath have also been rendered. This AI-generated artwork imagines survivors in a ruined city, an atmosphere that resonates with many 2027 predictions. Whether due to war, disaster, or a profound societal shift, the world portrayed is eerily quiet and altered. Such imagery helps us grasp the gravity of what a global reset or post-apocalyptic landscape might feel like if these prophecies come to pass. Taken together, these forecasts paint 2027 as a year of climax and revelation. On one hand, remote viewers warn of cataclysms, possibly engineered by non-human intelligences or triggered by cosmic events that could decimate populations and force a reset of civilization. On the other hand, spiritual sources foresee an awakening, contact with ET civilizations, and a leap in human consciousness that ushers in a new era. The duality is striking. Destruction and renewal, fear and hope, apocalypse and disclosure, all wrapped into a single date. It's important to note that these predictions, while documented in their respective communities, of course remain speculative. Some are based on classified data or blind remote viewing sessions analyzed by experts, lending them an air of credibility, while others arise from channeling or interpretations of prophecies which are more symbolic. There's also the possibility that self-fulfilling dynamics are at play. For example, people preparing for 2027 might inadvertently make it significant. For instance, if influential figures truly act on these predictions, building bunkers, shifting resources, their very actions could shape world events around that time. Will 2027 live up to this foreboding hype? Only time can reveal the truth. As of now, it stands as a looming milestone in the futurist and paranormal lore, a year that concentrates many hopes and fears. In the words of one insider regarding rumored alien contact, UAP occupants will arrive in 2027 and we need to prepare. Whether that preparation is for celestial friends or cosmic fury, the message from these disparate sources is consistent. Something is coming, and the world as we know it may be transformed. 2027 beckons us draped in mystery, a rendezvous date with the unknown. Thank you for watching The Drip System. And remember, you're not crazy. You are awake. Bye.